Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Aunt Ispy, and guess what? Look at this. This is all my hair, not out, because I still got these locks left, but Angela was able to, my stylist, was able to, smooth all around all the hair I had taken out, comb it out, wash it, take away all the gray, and make me feel so much more organized. Now, this was really bone straight when she finished. When I say straight, she didn't straighten it or anything, but just pulling it back. And now I got the little fuzzies because, I always have to be scratching and stuff, and then, stuff comes up. I can have a brand new, freshly washed scalp, and I'm still scratching. But anyway, so I wanted to tell you what's going on. I even made some notes so I don't ramble, because I want to do all this in less than 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. So you saw me in my last thing. I had clumps of hair here and clumps of hair there. So to be able to have all this all combed up and around, I don't know if you can see all of this. It's not as smooth as it was, but all that up and around. And now I'm finding products. She went to the beauty supply. I'll tell you about that. Um, but as I said, I had a job to do on tomorrow. They canceled the job. Darn it, darn it, darn it. But at least I was ready, and I'm ready. If I get any of those callbacks for job interviews, I can show up and look halfway decent. Don't you think this looks halfway decent? I keep taking hair out, so I'm twisting the ends. So the hair is definitely going through some changes because it's got this pull back here. It's got locks that have twisted ends. It's got all kind of things in here, but it won't be long because I'm moving right along. So let me show you. My friend in Orange County, this is what he sent me. This is called the Unbraider. You see that? Ah, this is the unbraider. And you see how the teeth go? So that when the teeth are short and compact and together and hard, and this is just another part for whatever, but you take it, like here's one that I started already, but you just take it and you just constantly brush. It's like a little brush. You brush, brush, brush. Now normally I have some of this. Remember I was telling you about the spray that I've been using? So normally I have some of this that I spray to make it easy, but I don't want to be greasy fingered working on my laptop because that ain't happening. But anyway, so what I do is if I don't get very far, then I just twist it up so that when I go out, I don't have big puff balls at the end. Okay, so anyway, when I came home, my husband said, "You look 10 years younger." And I believe it's the gray. Now, I don't know how you feel because some sisters have gone gray and they look beautiful. But every time the gray starts coming in, it gets so unruly that it makes me crazy. All right, so they say it can't be done. Yes, you can have your own hair. Now, my stylist, like every stylist I've ever dealt with, wants to cut my hair. I don't know what it is, but she did cut 3 inches off. But the good news is it no longer wanted to mat because it was easy to comb through. So anyway, when she was doing my hair, I said, "What is that you doing?" She said, "I'm brushing your hair." Now, people who are locked don't use brushes. And so I have a new brush, and I love the way this feels when I'm brushing my hair. It's not the kind with the balls on it, and this is a boar brush. But I love this brush. So anyway, this is the brush I have now. And by the way, when I was doing dye before, I was always using Bigen. I feel this is too strong, and I was always using Oriental Black. I don't have Oriental Black hair. So anyway, this is the brown by, I forget the name of it. It doesn't matter. Just, you know, I'm glad I called her to do it because I had bought the wrong, there's a chemical that goes with the stuff I bought, and I bought the wrong stuff. And I bought the stuff that had peroxide for like a lighter hair, not for when you're doing this. So she already had the stuff, and she hooked me up, and I'm so glad I did because A, she did it even, and B, Anyway, you need some, when you're doing this, you do need some clips. That I found that will help you pull the hair up and out of the way. So those are new toys that I have here. Of course, you got to have your scrunchies. And now when I wash my hair, I need some kind of conditioning oil. Now this is Moroccan, or it's Cream of Nature, but it's argan oil. And I've been hearing a lot about argan oil. So I need something to make my hair stay slippery so that it won't clump up because it's been so used to being locked. So And I just want to tell you, I got my new iPhone. It's the 4S. I didn't get the 5 because this phone here really, it. I love Siri and I could play with her, but I'm 5 minutes. I'm over 5 minutes. Daggone it. All right, give me a few more minutes. Okay. So olive oil, smooth and whole puddings. See, these are things I didn't have 8 years ago or 12 years ago, however long ago it was when I was doing my hair. And then the shea butter. Oops. A lot of people, it's backwards. So a lot of people would be talking about shea butter, but I want the natural stuff so that I can mix it with my own coconut oils and other things to put on my hair. But some of these, like this here, is chemicalized, but it is quick and easy for right now until I figured all this stuff out. You guys are light years ahead of me getting your hair done and doing all this kind of stuff. I'm just now reading the labels. I mean, when I started this, we weren't doing any of this. I found some wild root yesterday in the beauty supply. It was $9, $9.99 to be exact. I was like, whoa, is that because it's a throwback? That's the kind of stuff we used to use on our hair. So anyway, I don't know why she put the shaker rattle in here, but I thought this was cool. She doesn't have unbraider.com anymore, but she does sell it. If you just Google it, it may help you, it may not, okay? But I usually use, where's my other comb? This one is stuck in my, this is not the size I use, it's too small. Oops. The other one I use is the one that's a little bit bigger. And then, of course, I have all kinds of sizes of combs, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm shampooing or whatever. But the one that I use, I showed it to you before, and I don't know what I did with it. But it's here somewhere. So that's it. I'm Aunt Ispy. Please, I'm still looking for hats. I'm looking for hats. I'm looking for stretchy scarves so that when this is not cooperating and I don't want to glop a lot of pudding or something on it, then I want to be able to wrap it up, And as this gets smaller and smaller, because as I take them out, it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, then I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And I figure I could take it and I could, as it gets smaller and smaller, I could wrap it or something and figure out I don't know, I'll figure out something. I have a round head, and so my hair pulled back like this may not be the best for me. And, I'm trying not to thin, so pulling my hair back, I could do the Stevie Wonder or the Susan Taylor, and I love both of them. But my point is, you know what I'm talking about. 7 minutes. I'm just talking too much. Okay, so I'm Aunt Ispy. I hope all is well with you. Here's a hug for those of you who need an aunt who may not have one. I'll be your aunt. Okay, take good care. I have some stories coming for you. Bye bye. Halfway there.